Most of you guys probably don't know this because you're newer to the channel, but 3 to 4 years ago, this YouTube channel was actually a Fortnite channel. I would post montages and other videos related to Fortnite. I streamed on Twitch, and I would just play all the time. I was basically trying to go pro. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a fun time in my life. I did make some money from it, and I just got to play video games with my best friends and meet new people and stuff. Looking back at it, obviously it wasn't a super effective way to spend my time, but I have no regrets. It was a great time. I did make a little bit of money, and it was a fun time. I mean, I was a lot younger at that point, and I just wanted to kind of enjoy things instead of taking life so seriously. Now I'm in a place where obviously I stopped playing Fortnite years ago, went to college for a year, and here I am now running a business full time, living in my own apartment, and making YouTube videos for you guys to teach you and help you become entrepreneurs for yourselves. I just wanted to talk about my journey today for those of you who may be newer to the channel, or for those of you who have been around for a while and you want to just hear the whole story. I've always had big ambitions, whether it was for being a professional Fortnite player or running a big business or getting into a really good school. I've always set high bars for myself. So years ago, I put my all into video games and Fortnite, and obviously it didn't turn out into anything huge or anything big, but it was a good time. And now I put that same type of energy into something a lot more effective and a lot more, adulty. And that is my business that I've now been running for about 6 months now. So in my second semester of college, which was this spring, I started growth operating officially, right? I found Eddie Cumberbatch. I joined Creator Accelerator, and that's where my journey began in February. And from February to May, I outreached relentlessly. I worked with a couple low quality creators making literally zero money. And it was all just a big learning experience, but it never deterred me and I never gave up. And so for those 4 months, I saw no results, right? I put my all into outreach. I outreached to thousands of creators. I got my personal Gmail ban. I know I've told that story on here before. And overall, I just put in a lot of hours of work without seeing any real results. But instead of giving up, I went and I doubled down and I got into Pierre Corey's group, which is his exclusive mentor group. And that's really what changed it all for me. He helped me on the come up. He helped me with the back ends. He helped me develop the skills that I needed to. And before I knew it, I was making good money with this, just starting a steady incline. Since then, I've really, really dialed down on everything. Like I said, I'm not in college, so I do this full time. I'm always looking for new creators. I'm always looking for people to help. And I'm really just trying to turn this into a full-time career where I don't have to go back to school. And I can make this into something that gives me wealth, gives me happiness, and just fulfillment. And that is, business gives me fulfillment. If you're watching this, entrepreneurship and business probably gives you the same type of fulfillment and that feeling that you chase, but you can never quite catch. That's what entrepreneurship is for me, at least. Now, for those of you that clicked on this video because it just said business in general, let me break down exactly what I do. So I'm what is considered a growth operator. There's a lot of different things you can coin it, but that's the most popular. What I do is I partner up with famous content creators, influencers, who have something somewhat educational to teach. I try sticking to the make money online niche, so I can tell you a couple of my creators' niches. I work with a reseller, I work with a drop shipper, I work with a TikTok shop guy, and then a couple other make money online niches like that. So what I do is I help them with back-end systems and sales when they're trying to set up mentorships, communities, courses, any type of info products. There's honestly a lot of skills that go into growth operating that a lot of people overlook when they first get into the industry. You have to know how to copyright, how to do sales, how to put together landing pages, how to create full sales funnels. Sometimes you got to do webinars, sometimes you got to do free training. So you have to understand how to nurture people. There's a lot that goes into it that gets overlooked and that I overlooked in the beginning because some people make it seem a little bit easier than it is. And from June to now, and I think it's October 17th or 18th today, I have done $100,000 in sales for my creators. I truly do believe in this business model. I think it's very scalable. And I think in the next year to two, I should have scaled it to a lot higher than just this first 6-figure mark. If you're newer to the channel and you don't quite understand all the intricacies of growth operating, I have plenty of videos that break it down in a little bit more detail that might make it more clear for you. But that's the basics of what I do, and I just wanted to make sure that that was clear to those of you who just clicked on this because it says business in general. But yeah, that's basically my whole story of going from playing Fortnite and thinking I was going to go pro to creating a six-figure business at 19 years old. I think there's something to say about kids that want to go pro in video games because there's some type of competitive nature there that transfers over very well to business. Same with sports. If you ever played competitive sports, it's the same thing because you have that competition wired in your brain from a young age. And when you have that competitive nature, you don't tend to fit into the normal 9 to 5 life. You want to do more. You want to show people up. And so entrepreneurship seems like the way to go. So I see a lot of people just like me who tried to go pro in a video game, or I also played competitive baseball back in the day. Like people that have either done sports or video games, I know those two are very different, but it's the competitive nature of it that's the point. It transfers very well to real life and to entrepreneurship. So if you are someone like me who tried to go pro in some stupid game back in the day, or you played a competitive sport, you have a leg up. You just have to tune back into that competition that you once felt. Because once you get going, now that I'm making sales, now that I have a business, I see my competitors and I see my friends who are in the same industry as me, and we have friendly competitions going on. There's always something pushing me in my brain to want to do better and get more sales in a shorter amount of time frame. It just keeps you going. It keeps you propelling in the right direction. But again, before I wrap this video up, if you have any confusion about what growth operating is, go back, watch some more of my other videos. And if you're really interested in it, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm happy to answer any questions. I also do have a couple spots for students. If you want to invest in yourself and your education and really take growth operating seriously, DM me on Instagram. The link is in the description of this video. It's in my bio as well. Other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.